in the bathroom like a weirdo. Greetings, Earthlings and Frag Commies. My name is Luke. Judging from the name, you might be able to tell that I'm Poe, although I'm looking pretty snazzy today, I must say, and the old white shirt and pullover. I'm like 4 tag videos behind at the moment. After this one, I'll be 3. I'm getting at these as fast as I can. I'm just churning them out, okay? And this is usually how I dance and turn on my wife. My Canadian brother from a much northern mother up in Toronto, is none other than 6 Cents Official. He tagged me to do this video. The premise is to describe 3 memories associated with 3 cents. And really, the first thing I thought about is, thank God I got the jail video out of the way. If that means nothing to you, then don't even think about going to watch the fragrance that I love and I hate, because it has nothing to do with getting arrested in Arkansas. First up, from the house of Tom Ford, it is Tobacco Vanille Eau de Parfum. Got to see 2 of my favorite bands in the same concert at Red Rocks Amphitheater. If you guys aren't familiar with Red Rocks, it's this outdoor theater, this huge natural rock formation kind of outside of Denver. It has great acoustics, great lighting, and just a fun atmosphere to go see a concert. It was all fun and games until the drunk guy behind us started launching beer cans onto the stage. One moment he was heckling, the next moment he was saying, "I love you." It was really a roller coaster of emotions. Kind of formed a special bond that night, me and this drunk guy. So if this drunk guy is out there watching this at this moment, don't do that at a concert, man. Issey Miyake Nui Desai, Pulse of the Night. This is a fragrance that I have associated with a memory that I have never told anyone until now, except for my wife. Some of you may know that I write darkly comedic crime fiction, and I went to a mystery writers conference in Dallas last fall. Got to network, meet some agents, meet some editors, other fellow writers. It was a great experience. Got to see my sister who lives in the Dallas area. The keynote speaker of the conference was old Jimmy P, James Patterson. And James is charming and engaging with the audience. I go hightailing it to the bathroom. And this is just like, a big time conference center, hotel kind of thing. I unzip and relieve myself. Let's all be adults about this. And who comes up a couple stalls down? James Patterson. I may be unpublished, but I might be a colleague of James Patterson's one day. I don't want our first member to be like, "Hey, I met you in the bathroom." I go to wash my hands, and then he goes to wash his hands, and he looks over at me and he says, "What's your book about? You're not an editor, you're not an agent. I know all of them in the business. You're a writer. What's your book about?" At this point, I figure it's appropriate to introduce myself, and so I do. And of course, he does not introduce himself because he's James freaking Patterson. But he did say, "No one's going to believe you, right?" And I said, "What about?" He said, "This whole thing right here." And he says, "You can't tell people that you met James Patterson in the bathroom. People will think you're weird." That ship has sailed, man. The third and final fragrance I'd like to talk to you about is this guy. Burberry London for him, September 2015. I am doing a morning radio show in Colorado. This bacon dating app had just come out, and yes, this is a real thing. It was put up by Oscar Mayer, just kind of as a joke or a gag. And I was telling everyone about how no one has matched with me on my bacon dating app. One of the other DJs from another station comes over with this smoking hot blonde and says, "Someone would like to meet you." And I look behind me as if there was George Zaharoff or something. I introduced myself and I asked her if she's been enjoying the radio show that morning. And my wife's first words to me ever were, "Maybe you should try Tinder." I get the courage to ask her out on a date. I showed up with flowers like a gentleman. We went out and had a cocktail, a nice dinner, dessert. I ask her if we can, go out some other time. And she says,
"No, thank you."
And then within a year, we were married. Within another year, we were having kids. Blame Burberry London, okay? You have no idea what kind of power is inside this juice. That is going to wrap it up for me today, Frag Commies. I would like to tag Mark at Aussie Fragrance, probably the most yoked up dude in all of Fragcomm. Another reviewer that I really appreciate his style of storytelling is George from the Fragrance Apprentice. George, if you see this one, consider yourself tagged. I would love to hear some of the memories behind your scents. Like, comment, and subscribe. Or don't. I don't really care. Have a good weekend. If you're going to wear Burberry London, just know that you could really find yourself in the middle of a family within 3 years.